Well, hello, friends, family, family. My friend Heather introduced me to that word. Whoever else, welcome. Whew. I want to do a shameless promotion for Sunday. I'm a Gen Xer. I hate self-promotion, but I say shameless because, man, I have had more life-transforming and life-giving conversations in these last few weeks than I have generally in months. It's been amazing. Just the number of people that have allowed me to interact with them and speak into their lives. Man, I'm outside today. It's a beautiful day. I hope you guys are getting to enjoy the day as well. To me, to get to have the kind of conversations and to get to see the kind of life change I'm seeing, I'm like, come on, bring it on. My son introduced me to a song a couple years ago, my youngest son, which, come on, that's just weird. I mean, seriously, that's weird. My kid's music rocks, like from the oldest to the youngest. I love the tunes that my kids listen to. You know, we secretly listen to my son's Spotify list because it's just so good. My oldest son, you've never heard of any of his music. It's all pretty hard to find and hard to discover. But my youngest introduced me to a song years ago now. Told me it was his favorite song. It was by some guys that fly aeroplanes. There's, I don't know, roughly 21 of them. You with me yet? You probably already know the song. Everybody knows it. It's Wish We Could Turn Back Time to the good old days when a mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. That's right. I love that line in there where he says, sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. That song, as soon as I heard it, I loved it. I still love it. So profound, so powerful, so poetic, and prophetic. It captures something for so many of us that is just true in what it does to bring us to a place of the past and evoke this longing for that place. That's actually what I want to talk about today, because as good as the past can make us feel, the future is not there. So when I hear people say, I just can't wait till life gets back to normal, or I'm so excited for things to return, there's a little check in me, because I just know from experience, whenever we try to replicate something from the past, we often, not always, but often we do a disservice both to the past and the future. We spoil the now and the then. You've probably experienced this. I have. There's a place in my childhood, actually. We called it The Cliff. It was far enough from my house that my brother and I could go there, and people couldn't really get there with us. So my brother and I spent, oh my goodness, just day after day after day at the cliff and the pond. It was probably the best place in earth. We did secret fort there. It was literally a steep cliff with a log that kind of hung out over it, so you could slide down the log. There's a little pond and a stream. Oh my goodness. We fought pirates there. We killed dragons. We did battle with aliens, and sometimes we were aliens doing battle with humans. It was magical. The cliff, it's a place from my past that was just so special, and I'm telling you, man, just magical. But if I went back to that spot, in fact, my brother did. My brother went back a couple years ago. He called me. He'd been to the cliff. He took his own kids to the cliff and to the ponds that we played in. If I went back, I'd have the same experience my brother did. You know, he called me on the phone and he said it's just a lot smaller than I remember. You know what? I bet he didn't see any pirates either, or spies, or aliens. He probably didn't even see any dragons. It's just a lot different than I remember. So the past is important because it informs our hearts of what's important. It really does. It creates who we are. But when we hold the past too tightly and try to get back to a place that no longer exists, we end up losing not only that place, not only the magic of the past, but the future as well. So It's like there's an art in capturing the essential things from the past, the values, the friendship, even the courage and the bravery in fighting those pirates and Indians and aliens, even some of the principles of that time. It's an art to capture those things and then allow them to serve our future rather than our future being enslaved to the past. Let me say that again. I just really like that line. To gather what's important from the past and allow it to serve our future rather than letting our future be enslaved to the past. I think I said that about the same way. I hope you're following me. And when life goes back to normal for each one of us, whatever that looks like, whatever that means, we will be faced with a past that no longer exists. There'll be a choice to make for you, for me. We can attempt to go back to what was. But if we do, we'll do so at cost to our future. And when I say future, I mean what could be, what might be. Or please follow me here too. Or we could attempt to really gather, to really hold on to what was important about who we were then, and then to mesh that, to enfold that into who we are now, and then to allow God to do what he does best and create a brand new, unwritten future for us. You'll notice I switched from what we did or what we had to who we are, because that's really what it's all about. When you think about the past with fond memories, whether for you it's a favorite worship song from camp or a place like the cliff, it's not actually the thing. It's who you were there. It's who you were then. And you're missing some piece of who you believe you were. So as humans, we don't like to go that deep. So we think, oh, back when I used to have a horse. Or back when I used to be more artistic and do art, or back when my brother and I used to play on the cliff day after day after day. But it's not the what or the where. It's the who. Obviously, I can get lost in philosophy forever. My point is the past is gone and it's not coming back. And we can seriously plan for a future that's lived well, or we can try to hold on to something that's already passed. So again, it's just an intro for Sunday. I'm super excited about what we're talking about Sunday. Same time, same place, about 11 o'clock. We'll be here checking in with you guys. Let's walk into this future together, man. Sunday's all about rest. This idea, I'm calling it the work of rest. I was going to call it rest is good, but some people don't believe that. So we'll just call it the work of rest, and how rest is actually desperately needed to create anything and to produce. Like somehow there's a producing in the rest, a producing that's driven by rest or brought to life by rest. So that's what we're talking about Sunday. Encourage you to share this with a friend, rewind it. If nothing else, there's some great discussion questions in here. I know Lindsay and I talked about a few of these things. We kind of go back and forth on them. But anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. It's beautiful out here. Just beautiful, man. I just want to bottle it up, hold on to it. Cheers.